and gentlemen, you're all welcome to this show. Thank you for being there all the time, fellow audience. Today we have a lot of package for you guys. We understand it has been very difficult for the past days. We all know what happened to our First Lady, and today I'm gonna give a moment of silence to our First Lady who passed away last week. May her soul rest in peace. Before we start the show, I'm gonna give her this homage so that we can start the show. Madam President, we are very sorry for your loss. Mr. President, we are also very sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Let's go. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, you the good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thoughts, proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be shutting out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down. I'll be getting loud, making every doubt, not what I'm about. Have your feet cloud, if you're raining out, I keep making sound. Go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. Song to the highest bidder, got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back, cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, cause that's what it takes.
What you are doing now, your contribution to the struggle, financially, morally, whatever means that you think that you are doing in this control. Are you doing your best? Are you doing your best? Look at what is going on in the struggle. People are dying every day. Are you that person that you're ready for this struggle? Are you ready? It's sad, but we have to accept reality. Yes, we have to accept reality. Are you in your right moment to look back and see the people that see the people that are passing away? Look at the picture. Look at the videos. Those are our people that have been killed in this struggle. Do you want these lives to go in vain? Ask yourself this question. Those of you who are there just to disturb, just to cause problem, just to distract, ask yourself this question. See what our people have gone through for the past 5 years. See how many people have died. Look at the image. See how many people have died. Ask yourself, do you want these people to go like that, or you want to avenge? That is a question for you. Stop the anger, stop the resentment. All those things are not important. What are you doing for these people that have gone? What? Those in jail, look at them. What are you doing to as a form of payback? These people, they lost their life, not for us to be arguing left and right. Stop the blame game. Stop blaming others. Now it's time for you to think for yourself. I want to say the president will address the nation on the 1st of October. And it's very important that we talk about that. For now, we don't know exactly what the president will be talking about, but we know the content of his speech will be more about La Republique not going to negotiation table and the way forward, because we have seen a lot of issues happening within the struggle. But of recent, the most significant thing that happened in this struggle is La Republique telling the world that they are not ready for negotiation. And the world now is ready. The world is ready now. They know that anything that is happening now is not the people of Southern Cameroon's fault anymore. It's the La Republique fault, because when you refuse to go for negotiation, it means that you have taken the side of evil, a side for military action, for killing and massacre, murder, any kind of atrocities that you want to do. That is what the BR regime has opted to do. So the international community should know that now it's not about the people of Southern Cameroon. The leadership of Southern Cameroon, they have been ready. That's why they created the ACT team. The ACT Ambazonian coalition team was there, ready for negotiations. But the BR regime has withdrawn their participation. So the Switzerland government made it clear that the BR regime said that they are not willing to negotiate anymore. They will prefer to use what they call the national dialogue resolutions of the national dialogue, which we all know. The national dialogue, what did it produce? Commission of bilingualism, Commission of decentralization, Commission of what again? Commission of reconstruction. It produced Commission of I think Commission of ethnic, cultural, what. Those are what it did, and we are not the problem of Anglophone crisis is not about ethnic diversity or bilingualism. Anglophones, all of us are very bilingual. We can speak good French. It's not. It's there then that they cannot speak English. We went to French school in Yaoundé. Went to universities. Were forced to learn French. They did not study English. So it's not. This problem is not about issue of bilingualism. That you go and create bilingual commission. You understand? So they should not. They should face the music. Face the music. Okay, we don't have issue with issue of bilingualism, issue of that. No. So the president's speech on the 1st of October will be very important because it will tell the world what we stand for, our stance as of now moving forward, because it's about our independence. People should understand that we are a member of the Unrepresented People Organization, where all these countries that were not fully decolonized are member of. So we are a member of that organization. It's an international organization, well recognized. So being a member of this organization, we are going to start our diplomatic moves from the grassroots, because we want to make sure that we have diplomatic ties, full diplomatic ties with most countries that voted for our independence. Our independence is non-negotiable. There is no negotiation when it comes to the people of Southern Cameroon. We have a boundary, we have a country, we have a flag, we have an anthem, we have a constitution, we have institutions. That is what makes a country. And when you don't accept your own country, you think that other person can come and accept for you. It doesn't happen like that. You have to accept your own country, your own hegemony, your own. You have to accept it yourself. Not the United Nations, not La Republique. So let's stop that aspect of too much talking about La Republique on our issue, even because we are a country. They have to know that Ambazonians accepted their independence. Not one time, not two times. We know of what happened, that we have a separate entity. We are not member of, we are not part of La Republique. And different charters have spelled out that. Okay. So let's talk about this issue of kidnapping before we go back to this Independence Day. But I want to bring this. So before we continue, we'll come back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming here to talk about kidnapping again. This is something that Ambazonians don't tolerate. We don't tolerate anything when it comes to that, because it's what tarnishes the image of our people, tarnishes the image of everything that we do. So the government of Ambazonia, the Ambazonian IG interim government, will not tolerate anything that comes with kidnapping. I want you to listen to our one of the defense people for Bali, Babila Tita. Babila Tita is condemning
the sons and daughters of Ambazonians. Today is the 27th of September 2020.
He's condemning this act of kidnapping that has been going on by certain groups. We know of the ADF, we know of other groups.
They all know.
So take a listen and you listen to what he's trying to say about this kidnapping in Bali.
Canada, America, I want them on a listing world. The game is over. Don't a game where I don't play them. The torture, we own mommy them, we parents them, we brothers them. Enough is enough. Bali no will be the safe haven for Wuna for the because the kidnap Wuna own can pass through Bali. Enough is enough. It get for stop. If they catch any of Wuna kidnap, do any illegal act inside Ambazonian, pass through Bali, Wuna no go free. And the one, Bali no be guzan. Wuna listen again, Bali no be guzan. The entire ADF force I never see them. And the talk, the buffalo never see them. They never see them. We not there for this fight, now for fight now among we. We there for this fight, the buffalo get one enemy. And when I like Republic of Cameroon, and we don't see them from the beginning to this struggle, we dey after the enemy. We don't make peace. We don't make sure say make peace reign among all the forces them for ground zero, and we still continue the make them. And make collaboration it continue. But if the bad seed them go continue, when now the diaspora then they send una go kidnap, send money for them, make the chop and make their jaw then they come out. It don't stop. Enough is enough. It no go happen again. If it happen for other places, for instance, Ambazonian, but una know. The day when they catch una again, una no go free. Una no go free. If una want kidnap, una kidnap the colonial tourists. They did all over the whole place. They did all over the whole place. Police them, the colonial police, colonial army, gendarme, they did all over the whole place. Una kidnap them, take even 20 million. I mean, take the amount una want.
So this is defense person. This is Bali, defense chief, Babila Tita. You all know him. He is making this because it has come to our attention that the ADF is involving itself with certain kind of kidnappings of certain people that they want to collect money from. But this is what we are trying to say here. We cannot continue doing this to our people. And if you see the recent kidnapping of the priests and the clergymen in the Catholic Church, this is the elements of something that people can accuse the ADF of doing. Whereas, is the La Republique doing this kind of kidnap, especially the one in this kind of a church setting, because they want to use it as a political tool. Okay, you hear the Pope is begging on the government of La Republique to release these priests. I don't see our people kidnapping priests, and I don't see the ADF doing that. But when it comes to this other kidnapping of individuals that they know they have money, I see ADF doing these kind of things, because from the allegations, you hear what happened to the other guy who was trying to go for funeral. You hear what happened to the other one that was going for to go and bury the father. It's ADF. But with this one that is concerned the church, we are looking at a political setup by La Republique government to kidnap these priests so that they should tarnish the image of the struggle. So we should not get it twisted here. We should not be confused a little bit here. This kidnap of this church is La Republique doing. That one we know, because they always do that. They try to do something to stir animosity against the struggle or against the Ambazonian people from the international community. That is what they do. They know. You have seen a lot of killings that they did The pressure is only after pressure that they accept. Okay, please, we did it, and we are sorry. We're going to penalize those military that did it. It's a lie. They never do that. They will never penalize them. They'll say we have arrested all the people that committed a crime. They are now in custody. What custody? How? And we have always said that the mistake the international community is doing is to allow La Republique to investigate themselves. I've never seen where you ask a criminal to investigate himself. I don't know. You know, the criminal will never prosecute himself, right? So asking somebody who commit a crime, you kill somebody, or you commit murder or massacre, or you commit, mass murder, then you're asking that person who did it to say, please. But I want to make Ambazonians understand. La Republique is using political and military ways to win this war. We should understand. So this is political propaganda until it reaches the ear of the Pope. The Pope called on La Republique government because the Pope knows La Republique government must know about this. This kidnap has nothing to do with Ambazonians. It's a political something, because you go to the church and kidnap church members who are Catholic priests, and you want to create some kind of hysteria to the international community. But if you listen to the Pope, he's asking the Cameroon government to release the priests. Take a listen to the Pope.
Unisco all'appello dei vescovi del Camerun per la liberazione di alcune persone sequestrate nella diocesi di Manfe, tra cui 5 sacerdoti e una religiosa. Prego per loro, per le popolazioni della provincia ecclesiastica di Mamenda. Il Signore doni pace ai cuori e alla vita sociale di quel caro paese.
So you have listened. He's asking the Cameroon government to is asking the Cameroon government to release the priests, the Catholic priests that were kidnapped. So this is kind of something that we have seen time and again. It's not one priest that La Republique have killed. La Republique have killed several priests. They have kidnapped. They have done a lot of things against the Catholic priests. So where did you hear that one day Ambazonian fighters kill a priest? Where? Or Ambazonian fighters kidnap a priest? You know, Ambazonian fighters, they respect the clergy. They respect the pastors. You have never heard that they arrested a pastor. But you have heard several times where La Republique, their rogue military, would kill pastors. You know, imprison pastors, kill pastors. They close churches. They do a lot of that. They don't care. But this struggle is God ordained. And we cannot be doing that on our own priests, our own men of God. You know, this struggle is ordained by God. So we cannot do that on our own people who are praying for us. It's unheard of. So La Republique government should own up, as they have always been owning up, to kidnapping of these high-level priests or men of God, just to arouse the international attention and animosity. So we are just saying that because we understand what La Republique is trying to do. They like this political manipulation. They like this thing to bring that kind of attention to them, But we are saying that it's high time we start knowing what we're doing, okay? La Republique can manipulate whatever they want. They can do whatever they can. They can manipulate. They can go to whatever level they want to go for manipulation. But the world already know their games. They already know the games, okay? But there will be, things will not be the same as it used to be. You know, I know we have seen what happened in Edea, right? We have seen what happened in Edea. The incident that happened there, you know much when you see it. Yes. Edea, that's Edea. The electrical power, this thing, you know. The president of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonian, made it clear that things will not be the same again. And he insisted that La Republique will see us. He said La Republique will see us. Yes. So that is what has been going on now, and you see things are not the same again, right? That's idea. Electricity. Take a listen to the president. He made it clear, no matter what La Republique is doing, they will pay back. The fact that they have left the negotiation table, it's a sign that they don't want any peace. And if you don't want peace to somebody, you too cannot get peace. If you say somebody will not sleep, you too will not sleep. Because for the past 5-6 years, we have not slept. Our people have been pounded. Our people have been killed. Our people are even currently in jail, in torture chambers, in different prisons. We don't even know their circumstances. Thousands of people in jail as we speak. For just being Ambazonian. That's their crime. The only crime they commit is being an Ambazonian. That's all. So in that country called La Republique, if you are an Ambazonian, you are a criminal. Automatically. There is no thing that can make you be legitimate in that foreign land. It's a foreign country. Ambazonia is a foreign country. We had our separate independence without La Republique. So people should not get this thing confused. Listen to the president.
We have cried enough and buried enough of our own people. They will see us. They won't hear us anymore. They will see us. For 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, we fought to defend our territory and our people. But going forward, since Cameroon rejects peace, mediation, dialogue, call it any name, we will fight not just to defend our territory and people, we will fight to inflict utmost pain and suffering on Cameroon too. We have cried enough and buried enough of our own people. They will see us. They won't hear us anymore. They will see us. For 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, we fought to defend our territory and our people. But going forward, since Cameroon rejects peace, mediation, dialogue, call it any name, we will fight not just to defend our territory and people, we will fight to inflict utmost pain and suffering on. We have cried enough and...
So this is the president saying what he is saying, because the new interim government, the new leadership will not take it lightly anymore. He said that it's time for La Republique to see us. They will see us and they will hear us. So you know what it means, because what La Republique has been doing to us in the past 5 years is that they kill without remorse. They just shoot. And if you listen to the military, you understand that they don't even have anything to do in La Republique, in Ambazonia. Okay? They're just there because of orders coming from their government. They don't have any war to win. They know they're not going to win. So anything that they're doing is just out of their own sake. You know, they don't have anything there. So we are just saying because a lot of things have happened that most of us don't understand. The fact that we have a platform that was supposed to be the platform for negotiation, but La Republique left that platform, is a call for concern by the international community. The reason being that we have a country that was independent on the 1st of October 1961, and another country that got its independent on the 1st of January 1960. So these are two separate countries. So what does La Republique got to do with our independence? We don't know. You know, they don't celebrate their own Independence Day. That is the problem. La Republique does not celebrate their independence. You ask me why, I don't know. Why don't they celebrate their independence? Every 1st of January, they will only be shouting Bonne année, Bonne année, but you don't know what is Bonne année. They have to celebrate their Independence Day. We have our independence. We have our independence on the 1st of October. That is why we proudly celebrate our independence. We are not ashamed of celebrating our independence. Why are they afraid to celebrate their independence? That is something that we have to, that is a point of concern, okay? But we all know the international community, the United Nations, all the other parties, they know that the only logical, factual, and historical and legal conclusions about all the resolution that the United Nations passed about Southern Cameroon. Okay. We all know that there was a problem with the decolonization process. And many countries today have issues when it comes to improper or incorrect decolonization. Because at that era, there was all the resolutions that were passed. The United Nations made it clear. All the British Trust territory, including that of Southern Cameroon, okay, they must be decolonized. There was no room for error. There was no room for error. Okay. The resolution that were passed all had the same aim. Okay. That the basic objective of the trusteeship system, in accordance with the purposes of the United Nations laid down, they were to further, it stated clearly, further international peace and security, to promote political and economic and social and educational advancement of inhabitants of the trust territories. Okay? That is what is in those resolutions that were passed back then. But do you think that La Republique helped to promote the political, the economic, and social and educational advancement of the inhabitants? Because that was the aim of coming together as a federated states, so that it can help each other country to boost their economy, their social and educational political life. But La Republique did not take it like that. They took us. You remember, Ambazonian did not have, Southern Cameroon did not have an army. We had what we call the mobile police. These gendarmes you see today, these are the French military that came during that era as a force of occupation. So the army are the local forces, but the gendarmes are the ones that were brought by France. That's why you have gendarmerie. Gendarmerie is not army. They are trained by France as force of occupation. So back then, the military, the Ambazonian Southern Cameroon people did not have any military. They had the mobile wing. And most of that time, they were being trained in Ombe, the police training center. Police training academy is in Ombe, Mutengene, where you have the junction there. While going to Tico. So the military during that time, where after the vote of plebiscite to join, the option that they gave us, you all remember, either join Nigeria or join French Cameroon. The Cameroon sent the French forces. The French forces entered Southern Cameroon, overpowering the mobile wing. The mobile wing needed some other expertise because they know that the gendarmes were being trained by the French. They had equipment, they had everything. That is the thing. So when they came now to Southern Cameroon, they overpowered the mobile police. Southern Cameroon did not even see the reason for an army, like you have in countries like Switzerland. Switzerland doesn't have any army. They have the police force. It's a peaceful country. They don't see the reason for any army because they will not go for any war. Yes, so that is it. So our people, our forebears did not think about this. Had it been we had an army, the Republic couldn't have sent the gendarmes to come in there and occupy the land. But that is what we call the forces of occupation, because they came in with the aim of helping the mobile wing for security purpose. That is their aim. The aim was to come and help them with the security during the time of the Makiza, and also during the time of the Nigerian Biafra War, where the Biafrans were coming into Southern Cameroon, But that is the aim of it. But they came now and occupied the land. They created what they call the Man-O-War Bay. Man-O-War Bay is in Victoria, Limbe, after the beach, after the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. There's a very, very big military base there that they kept. So anywhere that you see these people putting military base, know that it's a form of occupation. Don't say, oh, they are coming to build, they say they want to build Tico Airport. Why did they first of all destroy the Tico Airport or abandon it? They want to come and build Manfe Airport. Why did they abandon those airports? Bali Airport. Why? Why did they abandon it first of all? Instead of kicking off the economy and the infrastructure of Southern Cameroon, they abandoned everything. It was done with a purpose. Yes. And they abandon it, then they bring out the French companies. We had what we call the PWD before. The PWD was in charge of road construction, infrastructure development, things that were to build. But when they send out, when they tried, they dilapidated all these Southern Cameroon companies and the government infrastructures. All these government structures that were helping to boost the country in development issues, they abandon them. They start bringing out the French companies like Razé, Mageni. These companies that will come now and just do crazy work. After 1 year, you see road. You tie a road today. After 1 year, you see the road now become pothole roads. They don't do any good job. They will spend money to tar roads. It will not take 1 year. Everything is down. That is what they do. So that is how they destroyed our people. They destroyed our people of Southern Cameroon, their infrastructure, everything, you know. Let's take a musical break and with Willie the Party. Willie de Paris, a very staunch member of the struggle. So Willie de Paris made it clear that Wiba, you remember just Honorable Wiba's message to Ambazonians and to La Republique. That in the next 3 to 5 years, they will not know La Republique. And that is what is going on. Wiba warned them. They did not listen. And that's what is going on, because now you see the result of how the situation is gone. So it's just a kind of warning to them, because we will assert our independence. Nobody will take that from us. Okay. The United Nations had this. They have annual gathering, the United Nations General Assembly, every year in September. This year's own past, there was no resolution on Southern Cameroon. So many wars are still going on, but that is what is going on. But if the United Nations cannot help to resolve conflicts, why are they gathering every year? Then they give powers, this thing of veto power, where one country can just veto anything. That is why France, whenever they bring something like of Southern Cameroon, the veto power of France vetoes everything. That is a very big issue. But this is what Thibault Nadi wrote just this time. He said, so ends another United Nations high-level week with absolutely nothing accomplished. That's what I'm talking about. Lots of meetings, speeches, tweets, an incredible amount of money spent, okay, on hotels, restaurants, and reception. But wars going on, refugee flow, people suffer, and our world is in big trouble. That is what we are talking about. You remember some time ago they were calling the African Union a toothless bulldog. But now the UN might be added to that because they are just doing absolutely very slow in decision making, very slow in action. You know, there are war going on. Look at Ukraine. What is the United Nations doing? Look at Southern Cameroon. If not of the United States that came and gave TPS to Ukraine and to Southern Cameroon, the temporary protective status that they gave to Southern Cameroon is the United States. It's not it's not United Nations that gave it. But because of the inactivity, see what Tibor Nagy wrote. He's Assistant Secretary, former Assistant Secretary for African Affairs. High level week with absolutely nothing accomplished. Nothing. They'll go and spend money lavishly, spend their country's money. Then they go back. They'll ask them, what did you do to help your country? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Big speeches. Okay. They'll go there and just have meetings and speeches and all those incredible amount of money, like Tibor Nagy mentioned. That is what they do. But how is this helping the world when there are so many wars going on? So many wars going on. Okay? People are dying, people are suffering. But I want us to have that mind of understanding of what we want to build in Ambazonia. The way some of us are behaving now, it gives the impression that they're not ready for a prosperous country. When we have institutions, those institutions are there as a tool to shape what we are trying to do. But when we put those institutions there, then people don't respect them. What else do you want? People who are being elected into office, we expect you to respect those policies, those institutions, and the constitutions. Because that is the hallmark of a true democracy. Peaceful transfer of power. We have seen examples in so many countries where the presidents are honored and respected. You see them stand in long lines. When I see them standing in long lines in America, I am so proud. Because it makes me know that democracy is not about hate. It's not about envy. It's not about, trying to blame all those, it's not about that. Democracy is something constructive. When you hate your brother because of his own line of thinking, it doesn't work that way. In America, during election, that's where you see how there is something that's where you see politics and democracy in the making. You see the Republican this way, you see the Democrats this way. And the independents are in the middle. Then after election, the majority carries the vote. Things go back to normal. You will never know who is a Republican and who is a Democrat after election. They are one. You see them in the football games. You see them in different TV shows. You see them in programs. You never know who is a Democrat or who is an independent. After election, everything is over. But for us, we carry envy after elections. You hate your brother. You don't want to talk to somebody because he's a Democrat. You don't want to speak to this person because he's supporting this person. Oh my God. Are you people really, do you know the basic meaning of democracy or basic meaning of civil obedience? We have to start inculcating that habit, to know that if your brother is of the opposite opinion, he is not an enemy. It's just his own way of how he think that this country can be fixed in that way. But it's not your enemy. Don't be always getting this thing confused all the time. Somebody who is supporting the other candidate, not everybody must support your candidate. Okay? This person has his own candidate. This person has his own candidate. So must that person support your candidate? It's not an enemy. He just believes that that candidate is better and can do the job. It's the same thing. Even when they have presidential election, you see so many candidates. Must I support your candidate? You must not support my candidate too. And I will not envy you for not supporting my candidate. That's democracy. I know you believe in that. But that idea of disrupting the system or not respecting the institution or constitution, that is where you start doing what we call treason. It's treasonous for you to disrespect the institution that people are trying to build. That is out of place. You have to respect the majority. In every election, the majority carries the vote. Majority, respect the majority. Don't you... it's always a majority. Even the majority is one person. That is more than you. One is the majority. You can say, oh, this population... It doesn't matter. Election is majority. You can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. If majority people support something, that is what is people prefer it. Because it's a majority thing. That's democracy. You can scream up, go down, and jump, skip, loud, shout, whatever you want. It's democracy. So let's have that mentality of understanding what is democracy. Because once we keep doing what we're doing, you know, you hate somebody, you will not talk to somebody, you delete the person from your phone, delete the person from your life. At the end of the day, what are you thinking? That's his own opinion. Yes, I respect people's opinion because I know in a democracy is about the people and by the people and for the people. So I respect that. I will not envy you for supporting another candidate. No. Why? Your candidate must not be my candidate. Your enemy cannot be my enemy. Why do you even have enemy in the first place in politics? It's divergence of opinion. Differences of opinion cannot make me hate somebody. Because I want to understand why this person preferred this candidate or why this person preferred this line of thinking. Maybe there's something good there. Because there's nothing always bad. You know, you try to look at the good side of things too. But when you think that if this person is supporting this candidate, oh my God, this person is so bad, I hate that candidate. Then you start hating your own brother and your own sister because he's supporting a candidate. But sometimes you have to sit back and say, hey, but this person is good at this. This person is good. If you say somebody is bad, you have to try to spell out what you call bad. If you say you don't like this person, the person himself, then that is wrong. You have to look at policies. I look at policy. I don't care whether you're my brother or you're my sister. I don't care. If your policy does not align with what I want, or I don't see you competent, I will not vote for you. It's the same thing in America. We don't vote for candidates because they are black, they are white, they are green, they are yellow. No, we vote policies. We vote policies. Tell me your policy. Promise me something. That is what it is. It's a kind of bargain. Don't come and tell me that you're a president and I should vote for you. Why? Why should I vote for you? Give me a reason. That That is all we're talking about. You can't just say, let me support this person because he's handsome or she's beautiful. Is that policy? That's not policy. I will vote for somebody I know can do the job. And that is what we want in any democratic system. We should leave that mindset of, oh, this is my brother, this is my sister. Oh, this is my tribesman, this is my countryman. I will vote for him because he's my countryman. That mindset should get clear out of our mentality. In America, we have seen that nobody cares where you are coming from. You have seen people coming from anywhere, but people are very keen to listen to their promises. What do they plan to do for the people? That is what people are keen to listen. People don't care whether you are from anywhere. They want to see if you're able to deliver. It's the same thing with a job. When you go for a job interview, I've done a lot of interviews in many companies. I'll interview you in respect to that position. I will not care whether you are from left, right, east, west, and north. I don't care. Yes, competence is what we are looking for in anything we do. And that is the hallmark of a true democracy. No matter what you do, no matter what, if you are still thinking of that old archaic mindset, try to remove that mindset. Remove that mindset from you. Because that aspect of, oh, this one is this, I don't like this one. It's not a matter of like or love. It's not a matter of like or love. It's not a matter of like or love. Then let me end by this. Ambazonian people, we are going towards our day of reckoning. Our day of reckoning is our Independence Day. We should have that mindset that a country, what country do we want to photocopy? What country? I want us to have that mindset that you want to make this country like Dubai, Singapore. Those are countries that were dust. There were nothing in those countries in the last 50, 40 years. But go there today and see for yourself. I want you to listen to this president of Singapore. He's an outgoing president. He lost the election. But when you listen to someone who lost an election, you wouldn't believe if this man is somebody who lose an election. But he's trying to tell the people, we are building our country. Support the person that won. If we have this mindset, we'll change our way of thinking. Because that mindset that we have, we should start thinking of that the world doesn't think like that. See anything that you do to your country as something that you want the next generation to come and take. You must not destroy something if you are not there. Why don't you keep a good legacy? Listen to this president.
A small country like Singapore has zero margin for error. Not just Singapore's continued success, but our very survival depends on us having the right leaders. Leaders with integrity, dedication, and competence. Leaders with a conviction to make the tough calls and do the right thing, even if it may cost them some votes. Leaders whom you can trust. We cannot afford any compromise on this. Thankfully, for 57 years, over 3 generations, we've had leaders. A small country like Singapore has zero margin for error. Not just Singapore's continued success, but our very survival depends on us having the right leaders. Leaders with integrity, dedication, and competence. Leaders with a conviction to make the tough calls and do the right thing, even if it may cost them some votes. leaders whom you can trust. We cannot afford any compromise on this. Thankfully, for 57 years, over 3 generations, we've had leaders who have earned and maintained Singaporeans' trust and confidence, who have worked closely with the people to deliver on sound policies, who have improved all our lives. Never take this trust nor this competence for granted. Keep on working hard to find the right people, get them to serve, and help them to do their best for Singapore.
As you can see, this is the Singaporean outgoing president. But see how inspiring his speech is. See how somebody who lost an election is giving the people hopes and courage. How can we copy this kind of example? Why do we always copy bad examples? From Seseko, Ayok Tabe, Iya Marianta, people, they behave like as if the throne was made for them and nobody else. If it's not them, better all things spoil. That mindset of greed. Look at this man's legacy. Do you think that the people of Singapore sitting in this parliament, listening to this man, this is the president who lost election? Singapore. But listen to the speech. Listen to the speech.
It is our duty to extend our success formula into the next generation and beyond. Leadership succession is therefore of paramount importance. When COVID hit us, I had to put my succession plans on hold. Now we are learning to live with COVID and entering a new normal. The younger ministers have chosen DPM Lawrence Wong to be their leader. I'm very happy the matter is settled and my succession plans are moving forward again. I'm also glad that from everything I see, Singaporeans are supportive of Lawrence and his leadership of the team. So I ask you, give Lawrence and his 4G team, your fullest support. The next few decades will be bracing, but exhilarating. I've given you my take on what we can achieve and also what can go wrong. But with your trust, we can come through whatever difficulties await. With your support, we can turn.
This breaks my heart because when I see this, I'm looking at Ambazonia. Ambazonia. What do we want to do? Why is it that we always want to destroy? You are building something, you have not even had a concrete foundation. But because they change, the thing is not you want to destroy it. I don't know how we think and how we always look at life, you know. Life is not like that. Don't always think to destroy. Don't always think to destroy. I want to tell Ambazonia, we are in a war. We are fighting a war of our own existence. If we don't understand that, we'll keep doing things that are not necessary. Stop fighting your brothers. Stop fighting your sisters. We have one common enemy, La Republique. The military of La Republique is the enemy that you are fighting. But when you spend time on irrelevant things, things that are not necessary, don't you think it's a waste of time? Why are you wasting your time on things that are not necessary? Do things that are productive in the struggle. If you are in the struggle, stay productive. If you are not in the struggle, stay aside. You must not be the one to be coming to destroy what people are trying to build. Don't be that person who, when you go to a garden, people don't want to see you there. Don't be that person. Be positive. Stay positive. Thank you for watching. I'll leave you with this. This is Nelson Mandela, the song of hope. I'll leave you with this song. This is a song that the people of South Africa they used when they were fighting for their independence. That is a song that Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. And those who are watching through Facebook, please share and share and share and share. Those watching through YouTube, share and share. And also subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and we'll bring more content in the days ahead. So thank you for watching and stay blessed.